I want to take this opportunity to speak to all of our members, uniform and civilian, about the important and difficult work we are doing to police the various protests that fall under the banner of Idle No More. There's been much criticism recently in the media directed towards the OPP and our supposed lack of enforcement response to these events. I've been quick to respond publicly, and the OPP will continue to manage these protests in a safe and peaceful manner, using the best practices established in the OPP framework for police preparedness for Aboriginal critical incidents and the proper use of police discretion. OPP jurisdictions, there has not been a single report of an injury to a protester, a member of the public, or an officer. As always, public safety is our paramount concern. Whether we like it or not, the First Nations people of Ontario have long-time disputes with government, and we cannot solve those issues as a police service. As well, First Nations have the ability to paralyze this country by shutting down travel and trade routes. It is a difficult situation, no matter how we view or address it.
As we've told you, Attawapiskat Chief Teresa Spence has demanded a meeting with Prime Minister Stephen Harper that, according to her, should be weeks long. Now, many say this is a diet of delusions, and it's being heard so loudly in the media due to the holiday lull in Parliament activity. The Source's host, Ezra Levant, is here with us in studio with more on the story. And Ezra, I know you dedicated a large part of your show to this topic yesterday, again today. You've been fact-checking the movement, though, the Idle No More movement and Teresa Spence. What are you learning about them?
Well, thanks for the question, by the way. Happy New Year. Great to see you again. The first thing that struck me was how similar the Idle No More movement is to the Occupy. Remember Occupy Wall Street, Occupy Toronto? In that they're very media savvy, and they bang drums a lot and make a lot of noise, and they engage in small-time criminality. Not real violence, but, you know, they blockade railways in the case of Idle No More. And they also, and here's the key similarity, they don't have a clear outcome. I mean, Chief Teresa Spence of the Attawapiskat Band says she wants a meeting with Stephen Harper. Okay, for what?
And then what?
Yeah, I mean, I've met Stephen Harper. He's a very pleasant man, but usually when you have a meeting, you have an agenda, you have a point. What's wrong? What's the issue? I mean,
What's he being arrested for? Stay back.
What the hell is he being arrested for?
Stay back.
This is not a public place! That's get out! Get the fuck out! Get out! Go! Don't take an extra You're kidding! You're in clothing! Let go of me! This is a...
You'll be arrested.
Get that, Sticky! Get that! Get that!
You fucking pussy! You man pushing on a boy? Huh?
You fucking pig! You think it's my pig! Fucking motherfucker!
Fucking cunt. For what, pig?
Leave him alone! What are you arrested? Let him go!
For what, pig?
Hey! Get in here, man! Let him go! What are you arresting him for?
For obstruction, okay? And you're all going to...
In March of 2007, the Globe and Mail newspaper released a report stating radical Native American organizations, such as the Mohawk Warrior Society, were listed as insurgents in a military terror manual list. With a copy of the draft manual, the Globe and Mail reported radical natives are listed in the Canadian Army's counter-insurgency manual as a potential military opponent.
Is that her in the red hat?
How do we get in there?
that day. And what you see in the film, in this film, Their Own Eye in the Sky, is you see the truth that, one, the occupants did not have any guns in their hands, that while they were driving down the road just after they were going to pick up the elders, that while they were driving down the road, they were trying to get water for the elders. This disabling device, which is really plastic explosives, which is nothing less than a very powerful landmine of itself, runs over the landmine, hits the landmine, and you see the truck blowing up, the whole front of the truck hood blowing back. You then see the two occupants miraculously thrown out with no guns in their hands, thrown out by the impact of the explosion. They run and seek sanctuary by trying to swim across the lake.
Yeah, I think
and then you see
corner.
an APC come right forward and ram the truck. If they didn't kill them, if they didn't kill those unarmed occupants the first time, they were going to kill it with the APC. Then the next thing you see a dog jumping out of the back of the truck, and you see two sharpshooters right there alongside of the road, blasting the dog and killing the dog. That is where the first shots went out that day on September the 11th. That is what started the incident of September the 11th. Then you see two people going across the lake in the Eye in the Sky. They're swimming, and you see thousands or hundreds of rounds being hit on the water looking like missiles. You see two people surrendering when they come out of the lake, and you see the RCMP shooting at them before they tell them to put their hands up. One person gets shot. And it...
Ask them where they're from.
Where are you? What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Winona and I'm from Toronto.
What's you?
I'm Kai and I'm from Elvis Valley. Toronto
You live in
too.
Toronto too. Are you sisters? You
Yeah.
guys? Yeah. Okay. So when did you get to Ottawa?
Just today.
Just today?
Morning. It was
Around
about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah.
And what did you see out there today?
We were in the middle of nowhere, and so we started we saw the street and lots of snow, and I'm like, oh, I know that we're not Toronto anymore because Toronto has barely any snow.
Was it an exciting day?
Yeah.
Why?
It was very
Why was it exciting?
Because it was our first protest ever, and our mom's too. So, and she came with her school, and they were nice enough to let us come with them. So, and my mom thought it would be a very good experience. So, and when we seen the warrior flags, the Algonquin, the Inuit flags, and it was just very nice to see all of our people because we are Anishinaabe. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So what do you want? What do you want everybody on Turtle Island and around the world to know about why today was important? Why did we do today? What do we want? What do we need? What's the most important thing we need to change?
Well, our landways. Yeah.
What?
Our landways, the way that we're living. Because the government's taking oil from Mother Earth, and that's taking blood out of her heartbeat.
Yes.
And all the minerals, are taking out of her, and on her land.
A quick second where you got that medal.
I'm down here for the rights of our people, for our children and those yet unborn, to make sure that this government finally gets around to treaty implementation and honoring. And we need to start sharing the lands and resources. There's too much poverty, so we're going to fight and we're going to push legally, politically, fight in the UN, wherever we need to go. That's why I'm here.
Can you share where you're from?
I'm from Little Black Bear First Nation, Treaty 4 territory, but I'm Grand Chief for the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations.
Thank you.
Ça marche pour le Québec, hein? Elle a fait une adresse en haut? Michel Smith, elle a fait une adresse en haut.